People completely underestimate what is actually required to find success in just about anything. I've found this to be true in my own journey. Example, to get to close to 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, it wasn't one video, it wasn't 10 videos, it wasn't 100 videos. I'm damn near pushing, thousands of videos to grow my Instagram to whatever it is right now, close to 50,000 followers. It wasn't one piece of content, 10 pieces of content, hundreds of pieces of content. It was thousands of pieces of content. Working like hours, putting in the hours to build a successful business, a company. It's not, a few hours here, a few hours there. It's a fuck ton of hours. It's like volume, quantity. This is why when people ask me, is it quality or is it quantity? I say it's quantity. Absolutely. Absolutely. I've worked with a lot of people that have this sense of like entitlement. It's almost like they believe that the fact that they tried and they're like, look, I posted a piece of content. Like, where's my cookie? Where's my reward? And it's like, good. No one's gonna watch that. And you're gonna make another one and no one's gonna watch that. And you're gonna keep doing it tens of times, if not hundreds of times, and no one's gonna watch any of it. And then you're gonna feel discouraged, and then you're probably gonna quit and end up like everyone else. And if you want to be extraordinary, it means you're not fucking ordinary. Ordinary people do ordinary shit and live an ordinary life. And I've known probably since I was like 15 years old that I want nothing to do with a regular ass life. So knowing that, that's like the filter that I make decisions from. It's like, okay, what are regular ass people doing this? I'm not gonna do that, I'm gonna do this. And then what comes with doing this is, I'd say it's a very lonely path. It's gonna be very misunderstood. You're gonna be the outcast, which is okay. I just think that people have no idea how much like volume, how much quantity is required to find success. This comes from me offering services to different people. And it could be so many posts of social media. And if they were to measure, hey, I don't know if this stuff works. Like, this stuff fucking works. It's a proven fact. It's not up for debate. It's not up for debate if it works or not. It's when it works. So it's only a matter of time. So therefore, if it's quantity, if it's volume, and you're posting once a week, it's gonna take you a year to have 50 pieces of content. What if statistically 1 out of 50 goes viral for you? Now you have one moment the whole year. So instead of my head, I'm thinking like, how could I post 10 times that? So instead of 50, I want 500. Now I have 10 moments a year. Then it's like, shit, how could I do 20 times that? Now I have 20 big moments a year. Plus, the main thing that people should be focused on is your baseline averages. When a video flops for you, if a song flops for you, if a new service offer flops for you, even with a flop, what does your bottom look like? Example, let's say you create a brand new social media account, you post your first piece of content, it has 4 views. Your baseline, your low is gonna be 4 views. Eventually you keep posting, you get some that get hundreds, some that get thousands, some that get tens of thousands, and eventually you're looking at your baseline and you're like, damn, this one only did 100 something views. And it's like, just remind yourself that at one point it was nothing. It was 10, it was 4. Now your baseline of flop for you is in the hundreds. Then remind yourself, eventually you keep posting and posting and posting, you have some bigger moments, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe you get some shit that gets millions of views. And now you remind yourself, oh shit, this video didn't do well. Well, what did it do? Only 2,000-3,000 views. And it's like, bro, remind yourself that at one point your baseline was nothing, right? Comparison is the thief of joy. Joy is the thing that keeps you happy, that keeps you on track, that keeps you going and motivated so that you're willing to do whatever the fuck is required to get to the next level, to get what you want. So let's say the thing that you want is more people to know that you exist, to find what you do and what you offer and how you think in your process is cool, and they're drawn to it and they're connected, and so now they follow you. And with your audience, then you can decide what it is that you want to do to offer them so you can actually have a business. If you want to increase the odds of that happening, it's volume, it's quantity. I've been in the music industry for 20 plus years. The reason why I'm so turned off from it now is the music industry is full of starving artists. So they get lost in the creative process of the art. I found that most people, they're either super high in the creativity artistic level and they're terrible at business, or they're really good at business and then they suck creatively or artistically, right? And so if you're watching this and you're thinking, man, I'm really good at business, maybe I need to focus more on the creative side. Or you may be watching this and be like, damn, I've always been terrible at business, branding, marketing, but I love the artistic side. It's like, okay, well now ask yourself, be hard on yourself, be your biggest critic, look at the numbers, be like, hello, earth to you, is it working? And don't just be so delusional, yeah, it's working, it's working. No, is it really working? Are you tracking how much money you're making from the thing every single month? Because I would hope that one of your goals is for your skills to pay the bills. Is it? Is it growing? Is it going up? If not, change something. Don't get so stuck in your ways and caught up that you continue doing the same thing over and over and over again, and you look up and it's been 3 years and nothing has happened. Everything falls down on and relies on you. So your future is in your hands right here. So you decide what you do with it every day. Get intentional. I live a very intentional life. As I ask myself, what is important to me? What are my goals? And I use that filter when I make decisions. Oh, this person's calling right now. Does this align with my goals? No. Now let me use data. Most of the time when I talk to this person, does anything good or beneficial come out of it that, again, helps me get closer to my goals? If not, I'm probably not going to answer. Majority of the time, I like to be left alone because I'm focused on my goals. And the best situations are where you have what you want, somebody else has what they want, and then they overlap in the middle here, and you're like, yo, I can help you get what you want, and vice versa. And there's this overlap here, and let's focus on this overlap. That's how I structure the studio. Anyone that's a part of the studio, it's like, what is your goals? What do you actually want out of life? They'll say this, and it's like, okay, what I want to build with the studio is this. And part of this, I need people like you inside of it that have the goal of doing this. And I want to help provide you these opportunities. So that way you get what you want and I get what I want. And this is where they overlap, and that's your role at the studio. And that's the only way it can make sense. They say 20% of what you do brings you 80% of the results. I think it's like Pareto's law, something like that. But yeah, the 20% that you're not doing is responsible for 80% of the results that you want, that you're missing out on, that you're not doing. Like, I had my world rock probably a year and a half ago, and I finally accepted what is required for me to do to build this huge multi-million-dollar studio. And I realized, like, bro, it's not a matter of only showing up when you're working with a customer and then you go home. It's not a matter of, you know, a few hours here, a few hours there. It's like, brother, you're gonna clock in, if not full-time, overtime for a lot of years to build this thing. And that was a hard pill to swallow because I was like, man, I don't wanna take away that much time from my daughter, from my wife, from my family, from all this other stuff that I wanna do. You know, I originally had like a 2-year lease at the studio and I extended it 5. And for me, that was making a commitment to myself. You're going to have no choice. How can I force myself to do the hard thing? I'm gonna sign a 5-year lease. And by signing the 5-year lease, this is it for 5 years. I'm gonna commit to it. I'm gonna force myself to focus on a thing for an extended amount of time. And I know I have the skills, I know I have the knowledge, I know what needs to be done. It's just a matter of if it's 5,000 hours is what's required to get this thing built and launched, get this thing built and launched, get this thing built and launched, run into problems along the way, fix this. You know, it's a matter of like chipping away at it. You know, an hour here, an hour there, an hour here, an hour there. So I get intentional with my time. I don't do a lot of sporadic, spur of the moment. I'm about to pull up. Why? I don't need you to pull up. You want to pull up. I don't want you to pull up. I'm focused on my goals. If I need you for a thing, let's schedule a meeting. But I don't do lots of, let's get together and do this. I don't want to. So I'm very like a old grumpy man would be like what is accepted, what most people would be familiar with. But it's really just somebody that practices focus. I'm focused on my fucking goals. All I want to do is get closer and closer and closer to accomplishing my goals. And I have some big goals. So it's not like I need a hand from just anyone. The people that can help me accomplish my goals are some of like the best in the world. I don't need anyone that's made a Wix website before. No, I'm looking for like high level, very specific A/B split testing with optimizing for the highest converting product pages for every product. Very specific. You see the ADHD, it goes here, then there, then there, then there. But somewhere in there, there's a trail of gems left here and a trail of gems left there and a trail of gems left there. And as long as there's a trail of gems left, then the purpose of me turning on the camera and pressing record was worth it. That's the filter that I make decisions now when it comes to my content. It's, well, shit, do I want to write a script? No, because you can't script passion. You can't script conviction. I got to the studio, had an idea for a piece of content, asked my wife, I'm like, here, let's just do it right now. She's like, right now, you sure? Do you don't want to write? I don't need to write it down. This is who I am. I'm in my authentic self. I am my authentic self. And if I'm not, I'm very depressed. So we filmed a piece of content and then I'm like, here, I'm about to edit it and post it right now. Within like 3 minutes, she's like, you're done already? And I said, yes. And then I got thinking like, I know so many people put making a piece of content on this huge pedestal. And I'm like, why don't I? Because I have the wisdom, I have the knowledge, I have the experience to know that one piece of content can change your life, but probability wise, one piece of content is just another showing up showing up, showing up, showing up. So me knowing that, I know like, yo, this is just one of 3 posts that I'm gonna do today. It's one of maybe 5 on some days. So I don't put it on this huge pedestal. And I'm thinking like, damn, I know a lot of people that, you know, they get an idea for a piece of content and they'll put it off for like a week and a half. And they make this huge big deal and they spend hours doing it. And it's like, bro, all that for this? Like, no, this is just another piece of content. I've worked with a lot of people that are very high perfectionists, but they lack the experience and knowledge, the know-how of doing content and then seeing, oh shit, I very drastically underestimated this thing. This thing is a beast. It's like, yes, that's why I said it's a quantity game. Lower your bar of like the editing, the perfection, the perfect filming, videographer, photographer shit. Like, you're gonna have to pick up that damn phone and make some videos. Right now, you know, like, I just thought, I have these ideas, I feel strongly about them, I want to capture it. And I want to create this new habit for myself. And this is a habit that I've studied from very successful people, that they have an idea and they implement and take action very fast, right? And so let's just say there's winners, and then at the bottom end there's losers. I think losers still have ideas, but remember, it's a timing thing. A winner has an idea and then they take action very fast. That time from idea to action is very fast. And the opposite of that would be losers still have ideas, but they don't take action ever, or they take action along a super slow, long, drawn out thing, and they're not taking enough action frequently enough, consistently enough to build up enough momentum to actually build something. So I think when you think of it like that, it's like, oh shit, my approach, which this is going to be my new approach to YouTube, is quantity. It's showing up consistently every week. So whether that's 1 to 3 uploads every single week, and I know if I did that for a year, I promise you, my shit is gonna grow. People will get used to being like, yo, I'm gonna check back. Why? Because I know that every week he's dropping videos. And that's what I would recommend to other people. Just commit to showing up. A lot of this social media shit is just showing up. There was a few people that I thought about a couple days ago, and I was thinking, I wonder if they blocked me because I don't ever see them show up. And I just went to the extreme of like, I wonder if they blocked me because I haven't seen them in forever. And I looked up their page and it's like, yeah, they haven't posted since June, and right now it's September. So July, August, September, like 3 months no posting. And maybe they have this flawed mindset of, well, I haven't done anything worth posting. But then also get intentional with how are you spending your time and how are you living your life? Because I want to be intentional with how I'm spending my time and how I'm living my life, so that way it's impossible for there not to be some sort of value that I can share every day. Bare minimum, at least every week. It's like, just think about things that happened yesterday and then look for the lesson. Where was the lesson? What didn't go my way that I wanted to happen? Now, let me be optimistic and positive and be like, okay, how did that happen for me, not to me? Oh, it happened for me because, you know what? I have been impatient and it's taking longer than I wanted to. This is God teaching me patience. So it's not going to happen on my time. It's going to happen on his time. So yeah, this happened for me. Okay, this was a reminder that I'm not in control. He's in control and I need to practice more patience. Got it. Then you think to yourself and you're like, man, wisdom, lessons, like provide people with value. You know what? Maybe tomorrow I could go for a walk, pull out my phone and be like, guys, practice patience. You know, just yesterday, I'm sitting in line, I'm this, blah, blah, blah. I wanted this to happen, and then it didn't happen. And so then I thought to myself, you know what? And then you share that lesson. And then now when people see it, they can relate to it because they're like, man, that was me yesterday, or that I've been dealing with the same thing the last few months. Or maybe they've been dealing with it for years. And it's like, yo, thank you for posting this. You want people to know you, to like you, and trust you. How do you do that? You have to be sharing shit that's uncomfortable, not just the polished highlights. And I'm gonna do a whole lot more of it, right? They said Michael Jordan was more relatable than Kobe Bryant because Kobe was such a beast. His Mamba mentality, it's hard to relate to, just a monster. And what they said with Michael Jordan, the fact that he was cut from his varsity team when he was a sophomore or something like that, it's like, oh, there is some imperfections there, but the imperfections are what make you relatable. Everyone has a story to share. And so understanding that, like, I gotta get my quantity up there. I can only do so many polished pieces of perfect content a week or a day or a month. So damn, I'm gonna have to throw in some of that ugly content. Yes, and do it, and do a lot of it. Get rid of any instant gratification, overnight success thoughts or theories that you have in your head because they're not serving you, they're hurting you. Hope this video helped. Give the video a thumbs up if it did. Let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts? Can you relate? Did you make it to the end? If you made it to the end, comment real one. I'll see you guys next time. Crack-A-Lack TV, we out. Thumbnail.